I'm a school uniform in my blazer, yeah. I used to put my headphone like through the sleeve and like pretend I'm just like working or whatever at class. And I'd be listening to tunes like pretending to work or whatever. And I was just addicted, man. I was just addicted. And then I went and I bought decks, the most tired decks ever. I just remember there was 2 different colours. One of them had a belt underneath it. One of them, it was mental, whack. But I made it work. You know, I made it work, and we used to make tapes and this, that, this. And then Wiley heard of Jamie, and he told him, oh yeah, like I've got a studio in Bermondsey, somewhere in South Jamaica Road. Come studio. I remember thinking, I ain't letting my brother go south on his own. Like, fuck that. So I've gone with him, gone to the studio. And we got into the studio. These times I wasn't MCing. I used to listen to Grime a lot, but I used to DJ, innit? So Jamie was an MC. I remember Tinchy Strider was in there, like all the Rough Squad, Wiley, all these people was in there. And I've walked in. I've heard of all these people and seen them on telly, but I've never seen them in real life. And he was like, Wiley was like, oh, do you want to record something? So I put my rap tune on. I was in there on some, yo, you get me Mac 10, man. I remember finishing my bar and coming out the fucking booth here and looking at everyone. Everyone was like, oh, mate, this guy's a bit too much. Like, he's a bit too greasy. We wasn't expecting this, you get me? And I got home that day and Wiley, he phoned me and he was like, yo, why don't you spit like some Grime lyrics or whatever? And I was like, I can't do Grime, that's not for me. Like, I don't like it. Like, I don't like how they, like, I never used to like certain ways or just how people used to speak about Grime MCs, like that stigma, you get what I'm saying? And then, I remember I was with President T, we was in the trap, yeah? And I was bought an 8-ball, yeah, of fucking W, yeah? And I wanted to chop it up. I wanted to chop it up to bag it up, innit? So I was looking around for things in the kitchen and I saw a machete. Yeah. I don't know why out of everything in the kitchen I saw this machete, but I saw this machete, it was gleaming, and something happened to me, bro. And I was like, go on then, draw for the shetty. Go on then, draw for the shetty.
Skepta. Yo, it's Skepta.
Then I started writing. And I phoned Wiley, I was like, yo, I got a lyric, I'm ready. I had 116 bar, blood, about you're ready. Shut up, about you ain't ready. You got 116 bar, but anyway, I thought I was ready. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. Went radio with Roll Deep. And these times I'm going radio with like some real legends. These guys have been murking raves like Scratchy, you get me, Flow Down. These guys have been murking raves for time. I'm going there with my 116, but it was cool because I got thrown in at the deep end, innit? I'm like, and every week I used to go back to radio, it would give me the incentive to write more. Like, I'll be like, yo, I ain't going back there with 116. Then I wrote, what do you mean you fool, draw for the tour? I kept writing more. And then before you know it, you know, we were just fully involved. And that's where me and Jamie's Roll Deep affiliation happened. Boy Better Know happened really like... It's so crazy because it's probably one of the most important things in my career, but I don't actually remember trying to make it. I don't know, like, how it just come about. Like, Jamie was doing mixtapes at one stage with Boy Better Know on the front, and then Wiley wanted to release one because he liked how Jamie was releasing mixtapes. He's like, yo, I want a Boy Better Know mixtape as well. He made a Boy Better Know mixtape or Tunnel Vision or whatever it was, and Jamie did the artwork for it, and then it was just like us three. And then everybody else just being family just came into it. You get what I'm saying? But it happened really naturally, man. Because before we was Meridian before, innit? In the beginning of it was Meridian, and then a shooting happened in my estate. The police found one of the guys. He was writing lyrics about I'll shoot this and do that and do this. So they were like, "Raw, so you're writing lyrics about this, yeah? Take all of Skepta's records. Like there must be like lyrics on the record about shootings and shit. Like maybe we're able to find out shit. You get what I'm saying? So they took all my records and that, and like, fucking, we got evicted. Some bullshit, man. I remember going back to my house and like just sitting there, like my mum and dad, like, because they'd gone to work. They had gone to work. My mum and dad went to work and they came back to no house. Like, because when the shooting happened, the police just boarded up like my house and we never had a house. So my mum and dad had us in a fucking, like, a mad place, you get me? And I remember going down and thinking to myself, like, I've got to make something happen. Like, I've got to make something happen, you get me?
Alright then, it's gonna be a mud thing. Shorty